super blessed. We are a power team and we live literally like a block away from each other now. So I just popped on over and we get to do this together, which is super fun.
Right down the street now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was actually kind of lame and I didn't walk. I drove because you have to walk through this like dark path. And I it was a little sketch at night. Like,
I wouldn't do it.
I know.
I wouldn't do it if it wasn't a dark path. I would just drive.
So anyway, I did drive over, but we are neighbors. I'm Joran. This is Sandra. We have been doing this business together for over 2 years. I joined almost 3 years ago, and Sandra joined about probably 2.5 years ago. And we actually wanted to start the evening by just briefly sharing, what is Plexus and talking briefly about that, and then sharing both of our stories. Because I feel like people connect really well with stories, and we both have really like unique and different stories, but they're similar in some ways too. So maybe you're totally new tonight and you're maybe you've seen somebody posting, or maybe somebody's reached out to you and you're kind of wondering, what is Plexus? Like, what is it all about? So, it's what I can tell you what it isn't. It isn't just another weight loss fad or a weight loss company. That's not what we're about. We're really about getting to the root cause of people's health issues. Right now in America, people are unhealthier than we've ever been before, despite access to the best healthcare and access to, the widest range of nutrition. We're the unhealthiest that we've ever been, largely in part due to our poor diets, our lack of exercise. There's a lot of reasons for that. But really what Plexus aims to do is to get to the root problems that are really causing, wreaking havoc on our bodies. And those three main things are blood sugar imbalance, gut health, and inflammation in your body. So we're going to be touching on all those things tonight and kind of talking about those. But, I wanted to start out by kind of, explaining that and talking about what Plexus is, because, I personally, when I started this company, I wasn't looking for weight loss. That wasn't something I wanted. A lot of people are, but I just wanted to feel better. So when I started, I was dealing with major digestive issues, and I usually try to avoid going into detail, and then she usually makes me. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that I had like diarrhea several times a day. We see a lot of people with the opposite issue. Like there's a lot of Americans that are like not even going to the, number 2, like once a day.
They're carrying that around with them.
Right. Right. I was on the opposite end of the spectrum. So I was really unhealthy in that regard. It was, it was uncomfortable. It was debilitating. It was frustrating in many ways. I was also, I suffered from a lot of like pain, bloating, gas, discomfort, all of that. So really like a lot of your classic irritable bowel symptoms. On top of that, I had insomnia. So I would go to sleep at night just fine. But then when I had a baby at the time, and when he was a terrible sleeper, and when he would wake up at night for that second feeding, which was usually like at 3 or 4 a.m., I couldn't go back to sleep. And so that was starting to drive me crazy because I was only getting like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep every night. I also dealt with anxiety, and it had really ramped up to a point where it was no longer tolerable for me at the point that I started Plexus. So I was kind of at a crossroads of like, okay, do I go ahead and like take the plunge and give this a try? Or do I go more the medical route? Like, do I get on meds for anxiety? Do I get on meds for my stomach issues? Do I undergo a lot of testing? It was kind of like a crossroads. And I thought, what if? And I'm so glad I took that chance, because I really started seeing so many amazing changes in those areas for me. And, here I am almost 3 years later, and my anxiety is significantly better. My digestion is totally normal and, functioning properly. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what that is supposed to look like. But no more pain, no more nausea, cramping, bloating, all that stuff is so much better. And, I sleep now. I like fall asleep like that, and I'm out for the night, which is just amazing. So I feel so much better. I have a lot more energy for my kids. I have 3 kids. I think we're going to pull up a picture here in a minute of my kiddos, but it's just, it's just changed everything for me in terms of my health. And then just touching really briefly on, the business and how the business really impacted me. When I started Plexus, I had no intention of the business, and I don't think Sandra did either. That wasn't really on our radar of something that we really wanted to do. But I think for both of us, when we saw the types of, the amazing changes that we were seeing, it was hard for us to imagine not telling other people about it. And that's really all we do is we just share with our friends. And, I think it's just so amazing to see your friends and your circle and, acquaintances and people that you come to know through this journey becoming healed. And so to me, that's been super exciting. It's been such a blessing. We have both built solid teams and have done great with the business, and it's been a huge blessing for us financially. It enabled me to stay home with my little guy, who I told you was a baby when I started. He's now 3 and a ton of fun. And so I get to be home with him and just, making really an amazing income, especially considering the cost of childcare and what I would have to pay out, if I were working. And I didn't mention this, but we were both teachers full time. That was our previous job. And so, teacher pay isn't like the most amazing. And we live in California. So for me to try to go back and be a teacher and then put my kid in daycare full time, it didn't necessarily make a ton of sense. So anyway, that's my story. I am totally in love with these products. I feel very strongly that everybody needs Plexus. I think that, unless you're like a superhuman with like perfect nutrition and, just everything runs smoothly in your body, you can benefit from something that we have to offer. So we're really excited to tell you more. I'm going to let Sandra take it away here with her story, and then we'll kind of move into talking about some of our products.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sandra Ponce. I've been doing Plexus for just about
almost 2.5.
Almost 2.5 years. Oh my goodness. Joran is my sponsor, but also my friend. And she talked to me about Plexus for about 5 months. And I just one day decided, my husband and I needed to lose a little bit of weight. And we just were ready to, after 5 months, we were ready to jump in and really give it a try. So originally I really started for weight loss, but got a lot of other benefits in the end. I also was struggling at the time with postpartum depression and anxiety. And when I say struggling, I mean like really struggling. I didn't leave the house. I was really depressed, had lots of thoughts of suicide. I just did not feel like happy at all. And, and hard enough having a brand new baby and not bonding with that baby. And it was the darkest, saddest time of my life. And that hurts my heart to say that out loud, because I mean, who wants to feel that way when they just bring home a brand new baby? And, I'll always have that memory, but I do believe that, things happen for a reason, as hard as that is. But at the time, Joran had been telling me about gut health. And I was kind of skeptical just because I didn't see any connection really between mental health and your gut. But I wanted to start for weight loss anyway. I also suffered from migraines. I suffered from severe bloating, like 3-4 times a week. Just a lot of different health problems. And I was just into my 30s, like what is happening? People say 30 is the new, the new prime age, but I started having health problems. So I decided to give it a go. And I would say I was on a nice little medical cocktail of antidepressants and anti-anxieties. And I took Xanax every single day during this postpartum depression. And I needed it every day. I felt just super fearful and worried and anxious all of the time. Like something bad was going to happen to us. And it was just miserable. So I would say in the first month or two, I just started to feel less anxious in the morning. I started taking Triplex, and which is really going to work on blood sugar balance and gut health and inflammation. And in turn, it also is going to really work on balancing your hormones, which we all know right after a baby you need so badly. So I just started noticing I was forgetting to take my Xanax, which never, ever, ever, ever happened previously. So, and then within the, I don't know, 4 months to 5 months, I was still taking all of my meds and was able to wean off of them, which I will say I don't recommend doing that all at once, and definitely talking to your doctor about weaning off medication. But I took them right alongside Plexus and was able to wean off all of them. And I was med-free for a year. I've had little, ups and downs here and there and setbacks, but so happy to be off some of that medication I never want to have to take again. And beyond that, I was a teacher for 6 years and struggling with, crazy bloating. And then, even after I started staying home with my son, I was still super uncomfortable, just permanent bloat, it felt like. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the last time I was bloated. And I just had another baby, by the way.
Literally. She's like 1 month old.
She's 1 month old. And first and foremost, I praise Jesus for a different experience this time. It's hard, so hard as hell, but it's a different kind of hard. I totally understand why y'all have more babies. It's supposed to feel like good, and it's supposed to be.
It's like a good hard.
A good hard.
It's like,
right.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't a good hard for me the first time. So, didn't have to go back on any of that crazy medication. I've just seen so many things. My migraines, I don't have any pain with my migraines anymore. And for anybody that has ever suffered from a migraine, I mean, that's the main issue, is the severe pain. It feels like someone is banging you in the head with a hammer. Within 30 minutes, I'm able to get back into my routine of things, and being a mom now of 2, it's just insane how, crazy. And it really has changed everything for me too. I didn't really see the business in, as something for me, but we're on one income. And I said, okay, Jordan, tell me how to cover my products, because these are amazing and I'll share with people, but I can't take them if I don't make a little bit of money myself. So that happened. And then, now just about steady at about, I don't know, $2,000 to $2,500 a month. And so it's just been such a blessing, and so excited to get to do it with Joran. And you get kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So
it's so fun. It definitely, fills, I think, a need as a mom to sort of have a little bit of a life outside of, momming. Mm-hmm. And so that, for me, that is really exciting. I love competitions and prizes, and that's kind of my personality. So we get to do all kinds of fun trips, and recently won a cruise. So I'm super excited for that, to get to go to the Bahamas in October. And, just love the camaraderie. I've now gone to 2 conventions. This will be my second leaders retreat, and just the camaraderie, and really the integrity of the company itself is just amazing. It really is amazing. And so, anyway, I feel like we just kind of struck the jackpot, with finding this company and these products. And so that's why we're so passionate about sharing. So without further ado, we're going to go back to the beginning of our presentation. We'll whip through these first few slides because we kind of already covered this.
Krista, can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see that screen?
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we entitled this Fall in Love with Plexus because it's not quite fall yet, but it almost is, even though here in California, it's still in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, it does not feel like fall one little bit. It is cooling off at night though, a little. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, so, I said this earlier, it did change everything for me. So what if this could change everything for you? I don't know if you're here tonight struggling with, a health need or a financial need, or, what your need is, but what if this really could be the thing that changes everything for you? So there's my fam, there's my little guy this was almost a year ago. Actually, it was a year ago now, but that's my family. My girls are 8 and 10. My son is 3, and there's my hubby. So I did mention this when I was sharing my story, but he's a teacher. So, teacher's salary, California living, you do the math, doesn't add up. So it's a good thing. Thank you for Plexus. I'm very thankful that I'm able to help contribute in that way.
Doesn't your little 3-year-old look so innocent right there?
Oh yeah. That's when he was still 2 and he was manageable. We both have 3-year-olds.
We have teenagers.
Woo! Thankful for our pink.
I asked Jesus to take the wheel like every 30 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then this is my little guy. And then we have another one now, little girl.
You need a new picture.
I know, I do. And that's my hubby. And so actually, and he has had a lot of great success with weight loss and in terms of like energy, blood pressure, all that. So
okay, I'm listening now. I can
a lot of really good things. So
okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna park here for 1 second because I think this part is so fascinating. So when you have an imbalanced gut, and I know some of you might be joining by phone and you can't see this, but we have a little like graphic up and it tells you all of the different symptoms of an imbalanced gut. So take a second, look over these things. I'm going to read a few of them for you. So increased belly fat, indigestion, acid reflux, bloating and gas, IBS, night sweats, sleep problems, irritability, anxiety, memory problems, brain fog. I mean, so many of these. Migraines, I would, add to this. Allergies is a huge one. These are all symptoms of, when your gut is out of whack. And most people, as I mentioned before, most people do have some type of either candida yeast overgrowth in their gut or some type of gut health imbalance. And so really, if we can treat that, if we can get to the root and treat that problem rather than taking a medication, how amazing is that, right? So for example, let's say you have allergies. Well, there's all kinds of, you can take Claritin, you can take things for your allergies, but are you really getting to the root of why you have allergies? No, you're not. Let's say you have sleep problems, you're not able to sleep at night. Well, you can take melatonin or a sleeping pill every single night, but is that really getting to the issue of why you're not sleeping well? Okay. Anxiety. If you suffer from anxiety, sure, you can take Xanax, you can take a, daily anxiety medication. However, you're not going to be doing anything to change that issue. So anyway, it's just really, I find it really fascinating when you really start talking to people, probably almost everyone you could all think of somebody that suffers from one of these symptoms. And I would be willing to bet that probably almost everyone on this call has, or in the past has, suffered from something on this list. Yeah. So,
and not to mention all this crazy side effects from medication.
Yeah.
I just recently Googled the side effects, long-term side effects of Xanax, and it scared me. Right. Because I was literally on it every single day. So.
And not to mention the cost too. That's another thing because yes, insurance, will help to cover some of these meds, but for some people are spending, $100, $200 a month on medication. Okay. So jumping off from that point, disease in your gut can lead to disease elsewhere in your body. Here's a few interesting facts. One is that 70 to 90% of your immune system is located in your gut, and 90% of your serotonin, which is like your feel-good, happy hormone, is made in your digestive tract. So if that's out of whack, you're going to be sick all the time and you're going to feel depressed all the time. And the truth is, that was totally me. When my husband met me, this is not a joke. When my husband met me, I was literally sick for like months and months. And we still joke about it because he's like, why did I like you? You were like coughing and like hacking on every date. And it's true. I ran myself into the ground, didn't care. I don't know, I was, in my early 20s, I didn't care, but I really think a lot of it was my poor gut health. And I think that it was making it so that it was hard for me to have any type of immunity. So immunity is huge, and definitely serotonin, it's just amazing to me, that gut-brain connection that we hear a lot about.
So we just talked about how, one of the reasons that we love this company so much is it's not a Band-Aid on, symptoms like a lot of prescription medication and a lot of other supplements can do. So I just really am passionate about Plexus because we're working to solve whatever it is that is causing that issue.
Okay, so let's talk about the microbiome really quickly. This was kind of a new term for me, and it's just so fascinating that, the microbiome really has to do with all of the microorganisms in your gut that work together to maintain this balance. And so you have to have some balance of bad bacteria in your gut, but you want the good to highly outweigh the bad. Well, the problem is for most people, that balance is reversed. So the bad bacteria are actually outweighing the good. I don't know if you're on a computer, you can probably read this, but if you're on a phone, there's no way you can because it's small. But here's like just a few statistics for you. One is up to 90% of all disease can be traced in some way back to the gut and the health of the microbiome, which is pretty fascinating. The genes in our microbiome outnumber the genes in our genome by 100 to 1. So this is just really showing you how significant the microbiome is in your body. And we're going to be talking about how our products really actually address your microbiome. So they're working at a cellular level in your body, which is just, I think, super exciting because, you know, gut health is everything. It's everything.
So this whole idea that your gut is everything,
Mm-hmm.
the idea is that like you can relate it to a garden. You have to care for it the same way that you would care for a garden. And that's why I don't have a garden at home because it would not.
I have a black thumb. So my garden would never look like this.
No, every time I plant something, it dies.
Yeah.
But we can care for our own garden, our microbiome. In my opinion, a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
These are the ideas behind this. Our products is to weed, seed, feed, and protect our microbiome. So just like if you were tending a garden, you would want to take the weeds out, right? And you would want to then plant the seeds and then feed so that good bacteria grows and then protect everything that you've done. So we're just going to kind of go through how each of our products have done that or can do that.
Perfect. So I'm going to be starting with talking about the weeding metaphor. Okay. So let's say you've got this garden and, you know, you've got some good stuff in there, but you've got tons of weeds and it just looks like crud because there's weeds everywhere. So you got to get in there. You got to weed the bad stuff out. My front yard is kind of starting to look like this right now because it's been too hot to get out there and weed.
Yeah.
So
you might die if you go out.
Right. I might. So the weeds are taking over. Okay. So we have two products that really work to weed out your gut. And I love, this is actually probably my favorite product right here, ProBio 5. It is our top selling probiotic. And what there's just really a lot of amazing things about it that really set it apart from other probiotics on the market. Okay. So I'm going to kind of talk about what some of those things are. So it has 5 strains of probiotics. It also contains digestive enzymes, intestinal flora, B6, and grapeseed extract. So it's got a lot of extra things in there that most probiotics don't have. So for example, you know, a lot of people, they'll go to the grocery store, they'll buy a refrigerated probiotic. It might cost them $40 to $60 per month. And then on top of that, they're buying digestive enzymes. So we've got these, you know, put into one capsule. We've got both. And, you know, the digestive enzymes are super duper important because actually one of the digestive enzymes that is in the product is called, you're going to have to say it.
Chitosanase?
Yeah.
Krista, can you say it any better? No.
We know how to spell it. We just can't say it.
I can spell it right now.
Yeah. Former English teachers were like, we can spell it. But what it is it is a digestive enzyme that specifically goes in to target Candida yeast. And if you've ever seen a picture of Candida yeast, like zoomed in, it looks like a cockroach. It is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. It looks like a cockroach. It's bacteria. It's bad bacteria. And it looks like a legit, like white cockroach. It's disgusting. So the chitosanase,
Googling that tonight,
right, comes in and it attacks that hard outer shell of Candida yeast. You guys, it's extremely rare to find a probiotic that contains this feature. So that's huge. That's why people who have tried so many other probiotics will start ours, and within a few months, they will start seeing relief of Candida symptoms. So it creates a proper intestinal balance, and you know, people are seeing relief from anxiety, irritability, you know, allergies. We have seen some amazing stories of people who have seen huge changes in like their kids' eczema, for example.
My own son.
Yeah, yeah. I think Krista, who's on the call tonight, I think her son or daughter also has also had it. So
Sarah's too.
Migraines are often tied to a candida yeast overgrowth. So it's just really exciting to see. But anyway, so what we're doing with this product is we're actually getting that candida yeast out, and we're getting rid of all the bad bacteria. Okay, because your gut has to be healthy in order for your body and your brain to function properly. So one of my favorite products, just a couple more quick features. It is freeze dried, which I love because I like to travel. I travel a lot. So tell me.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She's going to the Bahamas.
Going to the Bahamas. Tell me how I would realistically travel in California where it's constantly hot with a refrigerated probiotic. I don't know how people do that. Like that's too much work. It's not going to happen. So to me, the fact that it's freeze dried is huge. And really what's exciting about that is when you have a refrigerated probiotic, the second it hits your tongue, all that good bacteria is starting to be broken down and wasted. With our probiotic, when you ingest that, it's going to make it all the way down into your digestive tract before it starts breaking down, ensuring that all of the probiotic, bacteria is going where it needs to go. So I think that's super exciting too. So anyway, amazing product, all part of sort of that weeding process. And then the other companion product, is it this one? Mm-hmm. Okay. She's the techie one. I just had to ask her what button to push.
She just pushed the
on
next
the PowerPoint.
Woohoo!
Hey, I'm so techie now. I think we might have somebody we need to mute. But okay. Just FYI. Okay. The next product that goes with this weed metaphor is BioCleanse. This is a magnesium compound product. I think this is amazing. 90% of Americans are magnesium deficient. Magnesium helps with a ton of things. It helps with, your heart. It helps with, against anxiety. It helps with sleep. It helps with a lot of things. It detoxifies and cleanses your intestinal tract and your arteries. And it oxygenates your body. And when your cells are oxygenated, they better fight off cancer and other diseases. So that's huge. It neutralizes acid and supports collagen, which we ladies all love because collagen's kind of like the new hot topic, right? So this doesn't contain it, but it definitely supports collagen production.
And it relieves constipation.
Oh, thank you. See, there's a bar right here, and I couldn't see that word, but it does. We have people like her mom, maybe she'll share, but we have people that come to us that are like, okay, I got to try this stuff because I like never poop ever, or I poop like once a week. And we're like, what? Like, no. And so this, usually within a couple days of giving BioCleanse a try, they're going at least more regularly. So super duper important products. So these two work together to get all the bad stuff out. That's the goal of these products.
Yeah. My mom, as far back as I can remember, my mom was constipated. I'm sure she loved me sharing about this right now. But bless her heart, she probably would chime in and be like, yes, I was for years and years and years and years. And I just thought, like, I don't know, maybe it's a woman thing. Maybe we're all supposed to be constipated.
Yeah.
And then after years and years, I started Plexus and I said, Mom, you need this stuff. And she started going, and she goes every day. Hallelujah.
Yeah. So she's not going to go without it.
But she does, because of those, the constant constipation, she ended up with a lot of issues with hernias. And so she had to have that taken care of. She had to have surgery for that. And then another surgery because it didn't stay back. And so just a lot of things that could have been avoided had, we known more about our lack of magnesium coming from our typical diet. So, and for me, hey, no, please don't do that. When I was pregnant with Scotty, I went in to find out about migraine prevention. This is before I had started Plexus. And my neurologist put me on magnesium supplement because that was part of the thing that
helps
could
prevent it.
Yeah, and something that maybe I may have been lacking. So I was all about this when I saw that we definitely have a magnesium supplement. So
yeah, awesome. Okay, feed. This is our famous pink drink. Sandra's going to talk about this a little bit.
This is our famous pink drink. So chime in, anybody, Krista and Joran, whenever you want.
Yeah.
So we, Plexus, the pink drink was originally created by an endocrinologist for diabetics. And they noticed weight loss as a side effect. And that's kind of how our pink drink got started. It's going to work. The ingredients in it are all natural, 100% plant-based. They're going to work to balance blood sugar levels and decrease bad cholesterol and lipid levels, help maintain a healthy blood pressure. We've seen a ton of people just on our team alone come off of high blood pressure medication. Control appetite and helps prevent food cravings. So when you think about, blood sugar balance throughout the day, a lot of people don't realize that everybody goes through like highs and lows, even if you have healthy blood sugar, levels and you're not considered a diabetic. But what happens during those peaks and valleys is we start to feel those cravings for sugars or we feel the need to nap. And I had a lot of that, a lot of like, snacking, and then the desire to like, I just need to go pass out for like an hour, especially after coming home from teaching and things like that. So this is going to help with that. It's going to just help maintain that balance and not, like you're on a roller coaster. It's going to strengthen your willpower over food choices and steers you away from carbs and sugars. Definitely boosts your energy and helps maintain long-term weight loss. I know that when I don't have my pink drink, my mood is not as good, and I just feel sluggish. And by the afternoon, I'm ready for a nap. We always joke around, me and my husband, like, gosh, if we could just make sure we have that pink drink every single day, but life is crazy, so sometimes you forget. But it really has been awesome for so many different reasons.
Right. And in case you're brand new and you haven't even tried it, all you do is it's like a little packet. You can see a picture right here if you're joining on computer. It's a packet. You could literally put it in, a cup like this, close it, shake it, and then you want to drink it about 30 to 60 minutes before a meal. And it's just going to help you, not overeat, not crave the junk. And then I love that aspect, but I also love the energy that it kind of carries me through the rest of the day with. So I think, it's just an amazing, amazing product.
And more importantly, it gets its pink color from beetroot extract, which is also another hot topic lately. Beetroot, Google that along with your Chitosanase tonight and your yeast overgrowth. Good times. And then it has 0 sugar in it. It's sweetened with stevia leaf extract. So it really is 100% natural plant-based product that can do so much for your body.
Right. It also has chromium, and what chromium does that's kind of exciting is it helps to burn your fat but not muscle. So if you're working out, if you're trying to maybe lose weight, trim up, you're not going to just like drop a whole, you're not going to lose a bunch of muscle. You're actually going to be targeting fat, like belly fat specifically, which is really exciting. And I think those are kind of the main ingredients.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything else that's in there? Well, the green coffee bean extract. Wait, did you talk about that?
No.
It has green coffee bean extract, which is in part what helps with the energy, but it's not, green coffee bean extract just has the same amount of caffeine as a cup of decaf. So it's not like you're hyping yourself up on caffeine. I can drink this at 5 o'clock at night and it doesn't affect me going to sleep, which if I had coffee at that time, oh no, that would not be good at all.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's move on.
And then I was just going to say, most recently, we just came out with a different version of Slim called Slim Hunger Control, and it is awesome. I'm going to let Joran take this because she's better with words than I am. I'm just going to admit that. We have our microbiome activating Slim, which actually contains a prebiotic in it. Or you can get Slim Hunger Control. It's not going to have the prebiotic, but it's going to have added fiber, which is going to help you feel like full longer and satisfied. So I'm going to let her talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So actually, these two products are very, very, very similar. Really, the main difference between them is, like Sandra said, the Slim Hunger Control has polydextrose, which helps to, it's a prebiotic fiber, it's a fiber. And so that helps you to stay full longer, but it's a natural fiber. The XOS Slim has a prebiotic fiber, and the prebiotic fiber is called zugoglyceride or something like that, but we abbreviate it with XOS. And so that's why this product is part of that feeding metaphor, So like if you're going to go out and feed your garden, right, you're going to give it fertilizer. That's kind of what this microbiome slim is going to do, is it acts as sort of like a fertilizer for your probiotics. So you're really, if you are a person that really, really wants to like tackle your gut health head on, then I think the microbiome slim is a great choice. I really like that one. I use that one a lot. I kind of go back and forth, but I really enjoy that one. It has an amazing flavor. The Slim Hunger Control, though, if you're really wanting to lose weight, if you really have appetite issues, if you're snacky, if you're cravey, you know, all that kind of stuff, you're going to want to try the Slim Hunger Control. And again, it's got that double, even if like looking at the packages, it has more powder in it because it actually has more of that fiber. So that's really what's helping you to feel full longer. But otherwise, they both balance blood sugar. They both contain the chromium. They both have the, you know, all the other ingredients we talked about. They're very similar, really, in many ways. But, you know, both exciting products and you know, both are clinically demonstrated to help you lose weight, which is, you know, very exciting because that's obviously a goal that a lot of people have.
Yeah. And when I first started, I started with Slim and some of our protein shakes. And then I went over to Triplex, where it's, you know, the pink drink, our Bio Cleanse and ProBio 5. And I actually lost 8 pounds. And then on top of that, I lost 10 inches because of, you know, we always say inches go first because you'd explain it better than I do, but a piece of fat would take up more space than like muscle would of the same mass,
right?
Or I mean the same weight, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
So I always tell people measure first, you know, especially with these products.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. I mean, you probably even noticed that with your own body. Like even for me, I kind of have been at the same weight all summer and I'm like, nah, you know, so I put on a pair of jeans today that I haven't even tried on in like 4 months. And they were like actually a little bit loose. And I was like, yes, but the number on the scale is exactly the same. So I wouldn't have known if I didn't try these, you know, jeans on.
Right,
so
exactly.
Anyway, all right, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about seeding your garden. So this is like actually what you are planting your gut with. So this is a really cool product.
I'm going to let you take this.
Okay. So this is another probiotic that Plexus launched 1 year ago. It's called Vital Biome. It is for those of us gals who have suffered from mental health issues.
Right here.
Yeah, no shame in our mental health game. It's a great product. So what's really cool about this is that it has been clinically proven to help relieve feelings of anxiety, relieve feelings of stress and depression, all of those things. And so really it has been clinically shown to improve your health and your happiness, which is really exciting. This has 8 strains of probiotics. So remember our ProBio 5, which is our other one, has 5. This one has 8. And this one has a lot more CFUs where it's really like planting these good seeds in your gut. So if you think of our 2 probiotics, we've got ProBio 5, which is getting the bad out, and then Vital Biome, which is putting the good in. So this is a real seeding product. But all of the strains in this one have been highly researched. You know, Plexus did an amazing job really like trying to find the exact concoction of what would be the most beneficial to people in terms of their mental health. And I just think that's really exciting because I don't know about you guys, but I sure feel like a lot of my friends struggle in this way as well. So I think that this is just something that every woman needs, you know, and maybe men too. I don't want to discriminate. Like there's dudes out there that have depression and anxiety for sure. Yeah. But I just feel like this is a real game changer.
Now, if I could just get my dad to try
it. Right?
I'm going to sneak it in his morning coffee.
Oh man, I need my mom to try it. My mom. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. For sure. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay. X Factor Plus. You want to take this one?
Girl, that's
okay. I'm on it. It's all good. All right. So
she's a talker.
I am. I could talk your ear off. Poor Krista. She's here tonight. She got stuck on a plane with me one time. So she knows. Anywho. Okay. So X Factor Plus. This we might need to do a little muting. So glad to have new people join. We're just going to be sure to mute you really quick just so that while I am a talker, I get distracted easily. I'm like, squirrel, you know, that kind of thing.
She does.
Yeah. So Anywho, okay, X Factor Plus. So this is our supercharged multivitamin. Most people are on a multi. I think, gosh, what, 60% of Americans or something?
Yeah.
It's high. It's a high percentage. It's like 60 to 70% of Americans are on a multivitamin, but then an extremely low percentage of that group says they actually notice the difference from being on this multivitamin. So this is one that you really do notice a difference with. So it supports your healthy immune function. It boosts your energy, boosts your metabolism, promotes mental clarity, improves your mood. It has a polyphenol blend, and the polyphenols work together with antioxidants to help prevent against cancer. But the polyphenols also work on your gut health. So, I think Plexus really, because they really want to be known as like the gut health company, they really tried to make all of these products have something specifically targeting gut health. So the polyphenols here are increasing the good bacteria in your gut. So who doesn't want more of that, right? One thing that I think is really neat is it contains aloe, and the aloe actually increases the absorption of your vitamins by up to 300%. So, if you take a cheap multi, $8 a month, whatever, and you just pee it out, that's not doing you any good, right? So if you really want to get the maximum benefit when you're taking a product like this is an amazing product to take. It contains 100% of your daily value for all of your 19 essential vitamins and minerals. It's basically like the complete multi that you would want. Another cool thing is this product was clinically proven to help with women that were going through menopause, to help them with to not notice as many hot flashes and to kind of help ease the symptoms of menopause. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm not there yet, but it's around the corner.
Not even. I just told her she looks like my sister.
Oh yeah, well, I wish.
Okay, so it's 8:45 right now. Do you want to just kind of run through really quick?
Yeah,
okay.
I would just kind of
I'll take the other weight loss.
Okay.
Okay, so we have other products as well, but we're not going to keep you all night. On the far left of this picture, you'll see we have a Plexus body cream. Again, working on root issues. It contains spirulina algae and activated charcoal. And so it's going to really work on also pulling toxins out of your body. And we have other weight loss products specifically geared at weight loss. We have two products, one called Accelerator and the other called Boost. I love both of these, but Boost is going to be for those really like active and maybe exercise more intensely. And Accelerator is really cool. It's one of my favorite products, actually. It contains a natural mood enhancer, 5-HTP, and it's also going to work on speeding up your metabolism. And Boost is actually a thermogenic, so it's going to heat up your metabolism, both helping you to burn calories. And then another cool product we have is a multivitamin for kids. It's our X Factor, like for the adults, but for kids. And what's really cool about it is it now has added probiotics. We all know our kids need those probiotics so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And added, no, is that it?
Yeah.
Added probiotics.
Vitamins, probiotics, yeah.
There you go. Vitamin plus your probiotic.
But I think a thing to note there, I do want to camp on that for 1 second because, a lot of kids are taking gummy vitamins. And I mean, I literally had a friend, one of my best friends, she called me and she's like, okay, Doran, I got to get my kids your vitamins because I took the girls to the dentist and he was like, you have to stop giving them gummy vitamins every single day. And she was like, and so she's willing to, spend a tiny bit more money, get them something where they're not having sugar because ours are sweetened with stevia. They're so good. Like I literally sometimes am like sneaking them because they're so good. They kind of taste like, how we had like Flintstone vitamins as kids. They kind of taste like that, but there's no sugar. And they're so, like, my son loves them. He literally reminds me every single day.
This is the pickiest kid ever, too. And he takes them and doesn't give me any grief for it. So, yeah. And then another really cool product I cannot not mention is our block. It is going to block, it's basically a capsule. And you take the capsule or 2 capsules before a meal with carbs and sugars, and it's going to block up to 48% of absorption of those carbs and sugars. So hello, 2 glasses of wine equals 1. I can do math here. This one speaks to my heart. So we just really love that one. It's actually has brown seaweed and
white
kidney bean extract. It's been a while.
Hey, she just had a baby.
I just had a baby. Yeah, that's my excuse, right? Super cool product. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else we didn't talk about. Oh, and then our all natural pain relief products are super awesome. We have they're called Ease. And so we have a body cream and it comes in capsule form. So body cream is going to go on almost like icy hot without the bad smell. I know my cousin uses this a lot for her migraines, like right on the on her forehead. And then we have another. The capsule form is, obviously you're just going to take it like you would take Advil or you would take Tylenol. Only it's not going to have those negative side effects
on your organs. Like there was a recent study about, I think, ibuprofen use or Advil use, and it was gnarly, like what it does to your your liver and your kidneys. It's not good.
Yeah. So I popped those like they were candy when I was in my teenage years and during my that time of the month.
Yeah, or migraines.
Yeah,
probably.
Migraines. Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna it contains turmeric and muscle.
Oh yeah, green leaf mussel.
Yeah. Again, all natural products that are going to help relieve pain. So, anything else you want to mention?
No, that was a good little whip through.
Yeah, we have protein shakes. Yeah. We have a product strictly for energy, and then we also have a couple new ones that we'll mention.
That Krista's going to talk about.
Yes.
So Krista, take it away.
You want to just take a minute, Krista, and kind of introduce yourself?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Krista Saxon, and we are all on the same team, just kind of under some different people. So I'm really excited to be on here tonight doing this call with you guys. I joined Plexus over 4 years ago when a friend of mine told me about the products, and I never really used supplements before. I mean, I took a multivitamin just because that's what your doctor says you should take. But I would finally keep the one possible and take it at night because it made me feel awful. And I had no idea the benefits of natural supplements. And so when a friend of mine told me about it, I was intrigued because I've always been intrigued by health and wellness. But I was also a very tired mom of a newborn. And I just, I needed naps every afternoon. I needed coffee. I was addicted to soda. I was getting migraines a lot, or just daily headaches. And I knew something needed to change, and I just didn't know what it was going to take. So I agreed to join. I joined just to get the cheapest price. I had no intention of working the Plexus business because I didn't really even know what that all entailed. But I just told her I would join and get the products cheap. And I knew, we were a Dave Ramsey family. My husband is analyzes everything to a T. And I knew that if I wanted to keep taking these products, I was going to have to figure out a way to pay for them. After I had my son, my first son, I stayed home. I became a stay-at-home mom. And so we lost that income. And not only did I enjoy working, but I also enjoyed the income that I was bringing in because it felt like my money as well. And so I started the products, and I started with our triplex combo, the Slim, the ProBio 5, and the Bio Cleanse. And I started noticing a difference right away in my energy and my sleep. I was somebody that I would go to bed early at night, and I would wake up multiple times at night. And the thing that you're not supposed to do, I'd grab my phone and I would literally scroll through my phone for 30 to 40 minutes at night, multiple times at night. And of course, then wake up feeling completely exhausted. And then the next night, take a Tylenol PM and do that cycle all over again. So I knew, just like what Jordan and Sandra were saying, I did not want to be that person that was addicted to Tylenol PM and addicted to Advil, just for so many things. And so I really noticed a change right away in just my energy and my sleep. And then it's been just beneficial for the rest of our family with my son's eczema, with just clear skin, less knee pain, less pain and inflammation just from running and working out and things like that. So it's just been a huge blessing. And then I decided to just start sharing with friends and family. And this has turned into a very unexpected blessing as a business. I basically work during my kids' nap times. I have 2 kids now. I work during their nap times, if they even take naps anymore. And sometimes I'll work at night if my husband's working, but I have been able to match and exceed my full-time salary that I was working, 45 plus hours a week and sitting at a desk that I hated. And now I can work, 1 to 2 hours a day and I'm making the same income. And it's just been so fun. As a stay-at-home mom, sometimes you feel isolated and you just feel like you're talking to all these little kids all day long. But now with this business, I've been able to reach out, during the day, maybe at night, and get to talk with other moms, other friends, meet new friends, reconnect with old friends. And like Joran, I was blessed to earn a cruise next month. And so I get to see Joran and her husband, who is one of my husband's best friends. So there's just so many very unique opportunities with Plexus that I never, ever would have thought possible. So that is just a little bit about my story, but I just want to talk about 2 of our new products that we have. One is a brand new skincare line called Joyome. If you see this picture and you don't know how to pronounce it, that's how you pronounce it, is Joyome. And it's a very simple multiple anti-aging product. It's a 2-step system. There is a morning day serum and then an overnight intense repair cream. And so what I love about it is that it takes a lot of products out of your product regimen. So for me, I was able to kind of cut back on my skincare products, which is wonderful. So it saves me a little bit of money in the end, but it's clean, it's simple, and it's effective. So there's clinically studied levels of 11 anti-aging ingredients to address all the signs of aging. So I'm in my mid-30s, and I know I've never been great at skincare. I never know what to get. You can walk into Target or a beauty store and there's just like hundreds of products, and I never know, like, do I get this eye serum? Do I get this night repair? Do I get this facial cream? And will it really work? So I love that these are clinically studied ingredients. It has a hydrolipid delivery system, which just means that it gets like down into your skin and into the pores to give you those faster results. What I also love about it is, I'm somebody, I never really cared about ingredients, but now with Plexus, I'm learning more and more about how ingredients are so important. And so this has a very safe plant-based ingredients. So just to give you a little background, so the European Union, they're very cautious with their ingredients when it comes to skincare, and they actually ban over 1,300 ingredients in their skincare line or their skincare. And so they ban over 1,300 and the US bans only a handful. So that means our products here in the United States can have just basically junk in them. What I love about Joyome is that when they created this, they left out all of those 1,300 ingredients that the European Union bans, along with a handful of other very questionable ingredients. So you are getting top of the line ingredients in these 2 products. It's also ophthalmologist reviewed, which just means that you can use it around your eyes. So a lot of times there's going to be skincare products that will say, like, don't use around your eyes because of the things that can happen from there. And so again, so it decreases the number of products you have to use daily. So I'm not going to read everything on this slide if you can see it, but this just kind of talks about the day serum, and then we have a night serum as well. But people are noticing changes very, very quickly because of the ingredients that are used in it. So people are seeing changes from, in their fine lines and their wrinkles to under eye dark circles or puffiness, age spots, rosacea. People have also used it on like their hands and their neck area. I just saw a picture last week. Somebody used it on like the bottom of their foot for, their heel for just like that dry skin. And it has drastically changed the appearance of that. And the another one is stretch marks. Somebody used it. She did a side-by-side picture using a picture on, on the one side of her not using it, and then on the other side she used Joyome, and like the difference in stretch marks. So it's kind of that, magical skincare line. So if you're looking for something, if you're looking for a product or just to change up your product, your skincare line, I would highly, highly suggest trying Joyome. And it's a 2 products, but you can, some people have ordered just one, some people use both of them, but they last about 2.5 months, depending on how much you use it. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. So here's just a couple before and during pictures. So you can just see the brightness in their complexion just from using this product, just for a couple days. Like, look at this, 5 days, and you can already notice the difference in her dark circles under her eyes. So now I want to talk about our Plexus Lean. It is our complete vegetarian meal replacement or really nutritious snack. So if you've ever tried a plant-based protein shake, you might probably think they're so gross, which I've tried a few of them and I just, choke it down. They're super chalky, they're gritty, they just taste awful. And I always think they taste fake, with a lot of sugars in them. But this one really isn't at all. It has 20 grams of plant-based protein, 7 grams of dietary fiber, and 24 bioavailable vitamins and minerals in it. So when they designed this, they really designed it for a complete meal replacement. And so you're getting your carbs, your fat, and your protein in this product, or in one shake. You can also just use, 1 scoop if you just want a really good healthy snack. I love that it's non-GMO. There's no artificial ingredients or colors or artificial sweeteners, and there's no dairy, soy, or gluten. So that's a big one. Right now, they only have a chocolate mocha flavor. I'm hoping that they come out with another one, but it's really versatile. You can use it just as a shake. You can mix it up with water, with, like a milk substitute. You can also use it in different recipes, like protein balls or muffins. I add it to waffles and like oatmeal for my kids, especially, who, let's be honest, it's hard to make sure that they get enough protein in that they need. But what makes this product really special, and what Plexus has kind of went over the top with it, is that for every serving of lean that is sold, not every bag, every serving, Plexus Charities will give a contribution to Feeding America, which is the nation's largest organization dedicated to fighting domestic hunger through a network of food banks. And they provide 1 meal for every serving. So you're not only nourishing yourself, you're nourishing a child in need as well. So that is Plexus Lean.
Okay. Hey guys. Thanks, Krista. That was awesome. Sorry, she's nursing and she was trying to show the non-techie how to unmute us. So thank you, Krista. That was so awesome. I appreciate you pitching in. And I've been using Joyome. I love it. I've been using lean. I was just telling her about my favorite lean recipe. Love that you, oh, thanks. Love that you use it in your kids' oatmeal. What a great idea. Okay, I don't want to go over, we're probably going to go over 5 minutes, but I don't want to go over too long. So I'm just going to show you, this is the gal on our team, Sarah Tassa. She lost a ton of weight. Obviously, she's amazing. So, she says, obviously the weight loss is great, but what you can't see on the outside is you know, mommy brain gone, zits gone, sugar cravings gone, food addiction gone, bathroom issues gone. It's a lot of the same things we've been talking about. So anyway, super exciting. And she also has done amazing with the business. She's actually on Krista's team, and she is going to Maui this year with Plexus. Okay. I'm going to skip. I love Kathy, but Kathy, I love you. I'm going to skip you though, but you could just look at her face. Like, look at how great
Inflammation.
Yes. Exactly. This is Debbie Hartog. She is on our team, and she lost 20 pounds, maybe more now.
She's lost 30 pounds and like 28 inches.
That's amazing. So, way to go, Debbie. I don't think she's here tonight, but she gets a shout out. Okay. So I just want to really briefly talk about some of the options now. Like, let's say you've been watching this and you're like, Jordan and Sandra was so amazing. And Krista, everything they said, like, I just loved, and I really need this stuff. So if you're feeling like that, there's a couple different options, different routes you can go. We like to highlight that we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. This is so amazing because, you know, with any health supplement, I don't care if it's just a random thing off the shelf at GNC or what, but you need to give it a minimum of 60 days, a minimum. And so we have a money-back guarantee that actually extends beyond 60 days. You can get your money back at any point for up to 60 days. So, you know, let's say you try the products for 4 months and you're like, I don't know. I mean, that rarely happens, but you could still get your last 2 months of products covered, which I think is really amazing. And I have had a few people in my 3 years return, and it's a super simple process. It's like literally you call, in 2 weeks, the money's back on your card. You don't even have to go to UPS or ship product back. They just let you keep it, which is pretty amazing. Okay. And we have a less than 1% return rate, if that tells you anything about our products. Okay. So this is exciting. We currently have a sign-up special. So I want to explain what this means. Okay. Normally, it is $35 to purchase like a wholesale membership with Plexus. What that means is for a whole year, you have access not only to the cheapest pricing, the wholesale pricing, but on top of that, you get your own website, you get access to training, and you get to be part of an amazing team. So normally that's $35. Right now for 48 hours, we'll end it at, 10 p.m. on Saturday night. Yeah, tonight's Thursday night. Friday, so right now through 10 p.m. Saturday night, you can join with whoever invited you tonight for $20. And we're going to run that for 48 hours. So instead of it being 35, it's going to be 20. And when you join, you get a welcome pack, which is an amazing deal. It's $99. But for that $99, you have a big selection of different product combos you can buy. One of the choices is Joyome, which Krista talked about, the skincare. If that was something that interested you, that retails, you guys, for like, what, $153? I think it retails for $153 and you get it for $99, okay? Or our triplex combo, that retails for, I think, $139.95. You can get that for $99. So there's different combos you can purchase, but you're getting that combo for $99, plus you're getting to join Plexus for just $20. So super awesome deal. And, we have a lot of people. Let's say maybe you heard us talk about the business and you're like, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's for me. We have a ton of people that join as wholesale ambassadors only for the discount. And maybe they're a little hesitant to share. They're not sure yet. And that's totally fine. We are not like pressuring you to do that if that's not something you want to do. But it just oftentimes financially, it makes the most sense, especially because we really want people to commit for 2 months anyway. And so by that second month, your membership is paid for. Okay. So that's one way to purchase. And we are going to do a giveaway, but since I discussed purchasing wholesale, I want to discuss purchasing as a customer. So you can definitely also do that. We have a preferred customer program where when you set up a subscription, you get a discount. So there's a lot of other really great ways to purchase. So definitely get with the person that invited you tonight, and we will help you out. So we just went a couple minutes over, not too bad, and we are ready to do a few giveaways. So
I pulled up my name
Oh yeah.
Sticker.
Okay.
I just need to know. I just need to know who is.
Okay. So our giveaway tonight is for someone who is not currently a Plexus ambassador or customer. And so who do you have so far?
I have names Chelsea, Iris, and Tomika.
Okay, so I think Iris Hatcher?
Iris is an ambassador.
Yeah. Hi, Iris. I haven't met you yet. I'm Joran. But I knew your name.
Sorry, I haven't met you yet either.
Yeah, you're on Krista's team, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I recognized your name, but I hadn't met you yet. So thanks for being here tonight. Okay, so we've got Tomika and Chelsea.
Yes.
Okay, I know at the beginning of the sorry. What did I do?
Okay.
At the beginning of the call, I know Cindy was on the call. Remember we met Cindy?
Yeah, Cindy.
Are you still here, Cindy? You were invited by Cherie. Yeah, Marlisa.
Marlisa, yeah, she's one.
Okay.
She's a newbie.
Okay.
Hey, Marlisa. Thanks for being here tonight. Okay. Somebody on a Galaxy S9. Who's that? If you want to unmute yourself, feel free. I can unmute you. I'm doing it right now. Are you on a Galaxy? Who's on a Galaxy S9? Anybody? Not sure? Okay. How about Edna? Edna, are you? Hi, Edna. Are you an ambassador?
Edna's my customer.
Oh, she's your customer. Hi, Edna. Thanks for being here tonight. And you know, our membership deal applies to upgrades too. So if you decide that you want to jump in for wholesale pricing, that applies to you too. So thank you for being here tonight. Okay, so it sounds like we've got Chelsea and Cindy and Marlisa and Tomika. Yeah? Okay, so we're going to give away a 3-day trial of Slim. I actually just bought these today, so they should be coming to me soon. So I ordered a 3-day trial of the Hunger Control Slim and Edge, which we didn't really get to talk about, but it is our energy supplement, and it's really great. It's like a cup of coffee and a pill, basically, right? I mean, except without the jitters. You don't get jittery. It's not habit forming, but it's just a great little boost of energy. I like it before I work out.
And you don't get all the sugar.
Yeah, and you don't get all the sugar. Oh, Trina. Hi, Trina. Trina, are you an ambassador or customer? We just don't want to leave anybody out. Anybody want to claim Trina? We see her name, but we don't know. Hello? Oh, wait, where'd she go? I scared her.
She gone.
I scared her.
No, there she is.
Oh, no, she's still there. Trina.
What's up, Trina?
What's up, girl?
She actually just signed up with the Joy and Welcome Pack.
Oh, good.
Oh, yay.
Awesome. Oh, Trina. Yes. Oh, my gosh, we were messaging together. Yes. Hi, Trina. Oh, that's so awesome you were here tonight. Okay, thanks, Chastity. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Chastity.
Yes. Chastity's my girl. All right. Awesome.
Okay. So I have Chelsea, Tomika, Marlisa, and Cindy.
Okay. You know what? I am feeling generous tonight. We're gonna do a trial pack, and then we're gonna do a $10 Amazon card just for fun. So you have a 50% chance of winning. All right.
Okay. So I have my little name wheel pulled up here. I don't know if you can see that or not.
You guys are on there.
I'm just gonna roll it.
All right.
Even has sound effects. Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea. Chelsea, which one do you want? Do you want the trial pack or the $10 Amazon card? Where are you? Hey, which one do you want?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love the Amazon card.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I will get with you and we'll make that happen.
All
okay.
right, next.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, one more. I can see it. It looks like, ooh, it's like on, it's just over the line. Okay, Tomika, you win our 3-day trial of Hunger Control Slim and Edge. So we want to thank you guys for being here tonight and listening to our stories. And I know a lot of you are already ambassadors, and so we just love the support and the desire to learn more. And that's, again, just part of our awesome camaraderie. And one thing I need to say before this call ends is that this girl also won the cruise, okay? She's just not going because she has a 1-month-old baby. So
I can't go.
Yeah, so she's being humble, but she won the cruise as well. And I wish she could go with me because she's my partner in crime. But anywho, we are so grateful for you to be here. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to friend request me on Facebook, shoot me a message. I know Sandra feels the same way. And we hope that you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Bye,
have a good
guys.
night.